Hey there, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. Today, we are going to talk about the special cranker by Earthquaker Devices. I decided that this year, 2023, I will be doing more guitar pedals videos because I bought a lot of them last year. There's a lot of pedals that I want to see tested with synthesizer and drum machines, and it's almost impossible to find any demos with such devices. So here we have the special cracker, which is an overdrive or a preamp type circuit that is some sort of a subtle distortion, I would say. It goes from very gentle tone enhancement to overdrive. I will try most of those pedals over the year with the same synthesizer all the time. Maybe every time I will add something fun that goes well with it. But our base one will be the MC202 because everyone knows the sound of the SH101 and MC202. Okay, so let's start with that simple filtery thing. So as you can hear, this is not like brr, straight away massive distortion. Just gives a tiny bit of edge. So what are the controls that we have? We have a level first, which is basically the output level. We can use this just to boost the signal once in a while. Worth knowing that those switches are quite fun. You can either toggle on or off, like normal switches, but if you stay on it, it will activate the pedal and deactivate it once you switch back. So, one thing to note is that I have the level of the synth quite low, because, let's go back to this. I'm about halfway over there. If I go at max, I distort straight away. That's one of the shortcomings of working with guitar pedals and synthesizer, is that you have to watch your level because most synth output much more high levels than guitar, for example. So I'm halfway there. I will add some accent. So we have occasional boost of the signal and distortion as it's activated. So now let's see what we have with a tone control that rolls off the high end when we go on this way, and that emphasizes the high end this way. Well, the little buzz you hear is a problem on my 202, but I just live with it, I like it. Then we have the more. More is a bias control. It adds gain and distortion, basically. Because as you can hear, it's really not that hard. So let's try to match the levels. I do quite like that. I will make a slow LFO going to the filter. I do really like that sound. Let's add some sub-oscillator to this. Change the envelope setting a little bit. Yeah. also this switch here, which toggle between germanium, transistor and silicon. I do have to admit that I mostly prefer the silicon one. It's much more bright and aggressive. This one's a bit more mellow and... Okay, let's play this a little bit. Get different tones. Let's go full on sub-oscillator with a bit of pulse wave with the LFO on. Without it. Let's go back on something more like bright. It does quite like the very high resonance setting. Yeah, more sweep. So well, it's quite lovely, I think. Let's try it on a drum machine now. I have the 880 from System 80, which is a clone of the TR-808 in Eurorack format. It does have a balanced line output, so that's what I'm using to get into the thing here. Okay, we have a beat here. Good. Let's get on with the exact same setting that we had before on the MC202. For drum machines, I love the germanium stuff with the EQ right down, no treble. Bring the level back because it's sucking a lot of dynamics actually, but it does make the thing well squashed, but in a good way. It does tie all the sounds together. Let's add some cymbals. I love to hear the cymbals pumping on this kind of beat. I love to run drum machines like this into like mono straight into distortion. No multi-tracking or stuff. Because it really ties everything. Then you can just like sample this and use it. Okay, let's... oh yeah. This is the same thing. I could set the levels right so that it doesn't distort when I engage it. But, I mean, what I want here is to crush the thing. Let's go with max more. Bite your face. Now let's go to silicon mode. Even better. Special mention actually to the action of those knobs. I don't like the look of them that much, those tiny chicken head things, but the pots are just like butter smooth. It's a joy to use. So well, anyway, as you can hear and see, it does play very nicely with this kind of things. Just let me load another pattern and do something slower. Does love the clap as well. Yeah, as you can see, the switch really makes a massive difference. It really depends on which sound you're getting to. I mean, the germanium is really nice, but the silicon is always more like present. If you try to make the sound that's supposed to sit in the background, germanium and tone backed off like this does work pretty well. It sounds almost like it's in the distance. It would be even better with some reverb after it, but anyway. Next, let's go for some polyphonic stuff. Okay, here I am with the Medusa, which is very good, weird hybrid polyphonic synth. I came up with this. We can really make things either squash to death with the resonance, I often find that this synth is a bit too bright. So actually here with the tone control and the germanium, I think you can make it quite smooth. With a tiny bit of distortion. Now, I can adjust the level, of course. But this is a synth that does require some other effects to really shine. So maybe let me grab my good old phaser. Are you dead, phaser? Ah. Ooh, that's good. I'm going to try to add a bit of wobbliness. That's good. So the abrasiveness of the dirt that's brought by this guy, it's old actually. It's quite perfect for drone, this kind of thing. Does bring a pretty proper good warmth, and then the phaser just makes it even more. We'll add a tiny bit of reverb on top of everything. Okay, just let's record some stuff. just because we can try, I will switch and put the phaser before the distortion. When something works, it's important to try the reverse setting. Here's a bass sound. Phaser. Always found that those two are a very great pair. And now... So now we have the phaser being crushed. So let's change the mode. So we have the resonance of the phaser being saturated by this. It makes great background drones. That's some noise in there. For this part, I wanted to check how it could sound with either full mixes or just like breakbeats played from a sampler. Here you can hear it just adds a bit of grit. Yeah. Can make things sound a bit more vintagey, let's say. Let's try with the synth that are recorded there. Oh yeah. And now with everything. It's a bit too much for full mixes as soon as you pass noon on the tone control though. Even on the germanium side, silicon side is... It's actually less... I don't know. Very louder anyway. But with the more close to here, you can just get a nice squish of everything, then adjust a bit with the tone control. It's not bad at all, actually. It does sound pretty good. Special guest from this video is going to be this little system, but mostly the tree body from Schlappy Engineering, which is a massive tree oscillator FM engine. First, let's hear how this behaves on pure sine waves. It just sounds awesome. We just add that Let's try triangle wave. That's a bit more. Okay, now let's start to introduce some funky FM. Duplicating this envelope trigger the other envelope here. This one's going to control the amount of FM that the modulator receives from this oscillator. Anyway, probably too much information, but it's quite easy to make very video game-ish type of sounds with this guy. Let's add a layer of craziness with some random. I like it because you can almost make it sound like a distorted guitar or bass guitar. That's the sound that you hear in the last breakbeat torture video when I mentioned the distortion pedal. It's actually this almost the same setup. If you add, we'll try here, add a cap simulation on this. Sounds awesome. Much smoother on the germanium side. Switch back to ratio mode. Let's add more chaos. It's quite fun. A lot of reverb and delay and stuff. It can sound very good. This tone circuit is really much more useful than on most distortion pedals that I've tried. Yummy, yummy. That's it. This was a demo of the Special Cranker. A pretty good tone enhancement device, I guess. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and all those YouTube shenanigans. And feel free to visit my Patreon page if you want to support. I will try to put some samples out of this session, as I most of the time do. See you next time. Bye bye.